Hello and welcome to a brand new episode on Inspirational Brands Make in India. This is Tana Sabir. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready as we continue on our journey through India to bring you some of the most successful business stories that are helping the Make in India vision of PM Narendra Modi.
What started modestly with a single manufacturing unit at Pune in 1981 is today a leading player in the PVCU pipes and fittings and PVC resin categories. Finolex Industries is the first Indian PVCU pipes manufacturer to get the coveted ISO 9001-2008 certification. With the brand philosophy to carry water from its source to its destination, Finolex is helping enrich lives throughout the country. Under the leadership of Prakash Chhabria, the company has branded and positioned itself aggressively, and in doing so has grown exponentially, offering a plethora of products to the plumbing industry. Let's now find out what makes this entrepreneur tick.
Mr. Chhabria, welcome to Inspirational Brands Make in India.
Thank you. Welcome to Finolex.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll begin with our first question. When you started out at Finolex, the company was already flourishing under your father, and you choose to do something completely different. Why did you choose to not stick to the cables and wires industry and started out something completely different in the pipes category?
My late father, Mr. Prakash Chhabria, started the business along with his brother, Mr. Kishan Chhabria. And yes, they did start with manufacturing of cables and wires. So when I graduated and I came back from college, my father took me to the office and said, "Why don't you start working?" So I was very happy that I would get a desk and a phone. You know, at that time, a landline was a big thing. So while I was waiting, he called up the floor shop and he asked for Balu Jai Singh, who was the supervisor then, and told him, "Balu, why don't you come up?" And as soon as Balu came up, he told Balu, "You know Prakash, because we used to go to factory quite often when we were kids." So he told Balu, "Take Prakash to the shop floor. First take him to the stores department, get him 2 worker jackets." And for the next 2 years, I was on the shop floor. No desk, no chair.
Oh, so your dreams were shattered.
Well, not
and
really
then you
shattered.
had to literally earn it for yourself.
That is exactly it, because my father's philosophy was that if you're going to start, it's better to start from the bottom up. And then my father had a dream of setting up a PVC plant.
Okay.
And that's how then he decided to shift me from the cables business to Finolex Industries.
So how has business changed since you started out? You started out pretty early. And what has changed in terms of business practices or policies? Something that you would like to share for your sector?
Externally, a lot of factors have changed. Internally, we have still focused on what we are always doing, and that is maintaining quality. Quality does not come just from words, but quality comes from within your heart. And it comes with your attitude of what you want to do. So right from the raw material to the equipment, we focus a lot on what we buy.
Okay.
Because only if the ingredients going in are the best, will you get a good product. So that's what we've been focusing on, and that has not really changed. But what has changed is the dynamics of the market. Like I mentioned earlier, getting a landline 30 years ago was a big deal on your table. But today, like my children, they don't even know what a landline is. They do not even know the rotary dial. So the speed of business has gone up a lot.
All right. What do you think about the PM's Make in India initiative? Your views on the same?
I think our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi Sahab, is doing a brilliant job.
Okay.
This focus on Make in India is a long-term philosophy. But if you really want to change a country, you need a long-term philosophy, a stable base, a really big workforce base. And that is his philosophy, and I really appreciate his drive. I applaud him and I congratulate him, and I just wish him all the best.
So, since you admire the Make in India initiative so much, how is Finolex helping the Make in India initiative? Your company's contribution?
We are an Indian company. We manufacture in India and we sell only in India. So that is our Make in India for India. We do not export. Country is big, it's diverse, it's dynamic, and it's complicated, and it's a lot of fun. So we focus on India, and therefore we are not only Make in India, we are Make in India for India.
So Mr. Chhabria, you place a lot of importance on branding, and you have made Finolex as one of the most trusted brands in the country. What is the brand philosophy at Finolex?
In India there are about close to 500 pipe manufacturers, and pipe is not a difficult technology. It's very easy. There's no real barriers of entry, and that's why there is so much competition. But we are pan-India, we are the largest, and we believe that the market is such that over a period of time they realize what is quality.
All right.
So the brand is more because of mouth to word, and that is a stronger brand, that's a stronger foundation than just few newspaper or television ads.
Can you give us an overview about your manufacturing capability?
We have 3 pipe manufacturing factories.
Okay.
One is in Pune, one is in Baroda in Gujarat, and there's one in Ratnagiri which is integrated to the PVC pipe plant. So there are 3 pipe plants and 1 PVC plant. Our total production capacity for PVC resin is close to 270,000 tons per year.
Wow.
And our PVC pipe capacity keeps increasing every year by about 10 to 15%, and our current capacity is close to 250,000 tons per year.
So we just heard about their manufacturing capabilities, and I have also heard they have a huge manufacturing plant in Ratnagiri. Let's take a look.
Spread across an area of over 650 acres, the Ratnagiri plant manufactures the main ingredient for pipes, that is PVC. With a technical collaboration with UHDE GmbH Germany using HOEX technology, this plant manufactures both suspension and emulsion PVC and has an annual output of 2,72,000 million tons.
I think targets and goals, every company has its own ways of doing things, but the main things which are common for everyone is diligence, team effort and hard work. I think how we weave around all our processes with these 3 parameters depends on individual companies working.
The concept of PVC pipes was brought to India by Finolex Industries. Finolex Industries has a jetty at Ratnagiri to help maintain the smooth flow of raw materials from PVC resin like ethylene and other chemicals.
So getting into the numbers, what is the annual turnover of the company? And how many people does Finolex employ?
Our last year's turnover was about 2,500 crores, and we made a net profit of about 233 crores.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And actually it was a big jump because our profit the year before last was about hardly 50 crores. And the turnover was flat, but the profit grew up 5 times. We employ about close to 1,250 people in all our plants put together, and including our sales force across the country.
So you have to take care of such a big empire. How do you manage to stay ahead of competition?
Competition is good, is not necessarily that we are always ahead of them. There are many times the competition is ahead of us, and therefore sometimes we are chasing them, and it is this friction of sometimes being followed or sometimes chasing is what makes it active and dynamic, and that's what keeps us going, and we enjoy that, and it's a lot of fun.
So you seem to be a complete admirer of PM Modi, and following his footsteps, you have also contributed, something towards the Skill India initiative. So can you tell us a bit about the skill program that you launched on the World Plumbing Day?
March 11, 2016 was the World's Plumbers Day, and our Prime Minister had come out with training, and if you can see his foresight, like I said earlier, he wants to develop the industrial base. So he's doing all this Make in India strategy, but he also realizes that you cannot have factories without trained manpower.
Perfect, yes.
So therefore his urge to start this program of training. So to contribute with a small way to that, what we did is we said, why don't we train people in something which has got to do with our business. So we started a plumbers training program in joint venture with Kushal, that is a part of Credai. Along with them we have partnered up to train people to become plumbers. We have started out with a small batch of 500, and we hope to go up to 10,000 in the few coming years.
So Mr. Chabria, give us an overview of your range of products and some of your major clients.
There are 2 main verticals. There is agriculture and non-agriculture. In agriculture pipes, we do pipes starting from 63 mm all the way to 400 millimeter, along with the fittings. and these are basically used in farmland by farmers.
Okay.
And we are pan-India. We have got about 700 dealers and about 17,000 sub-dealers who sell our products. Our second vertical is non-agriculture, basically which goes into the real estate.
Okay.
Any kind of construction actually, whether it is residential or commercial, yeah. So there also we do a whole range of pipes and fittings. In all we have about 350 pipe SKUs and close to 1200 fitting SKUs,
Okay.
and which keep growing month on month. Our major clients, really speaking, are farmers, so you know there aren't names over there, but mainly they're farmers. In the non-agri sector, we got builders like Magarpatta in Pune, Panchsheel in Pune, or like we did a big housing project for L&T in Calcutta. So we are across the country doing different kind of projects. My father and my mother taught us from when we were children that whatever is there is to be shared. So we started our CSR program under the name of Mukulwada Foundation 18 years ago.
Welcome back. You're watching Inspirational Brands Make in India, and we are in conversation with Mr. Prakash Chhabria, Executive Chairman of Finolex Industries. So Mr. Chhabria, I'm sure you must be investing a lot on R&D. So can you tell us about your investments in R&D and how important it is for a business like yours?
If you want to produce quality, you have to have a lot of discipline. So therefore, our people, my workforce, they are very disciplined. They are well trained. They understand the business very well. They know that the product they are manufacturing is going to go to a friend, to a farmer who's a brother like them, for them. So therefore they are doing it with their heart. We provide them the equipment, we provide them the raw material. But it's they who are there outside 24/7 doing the real production. I can only talk, but they are the ones who do it with their hands. And they are the ones who are the champions in manufacturing pipes.
All right. So you have a great team which is
Very great
taking
team.
your company
Very
to
great
places
team.
now.
Right from the top to the bottom, our people, our bond, our family bond within Finolex is very strong.
Before we move further, let's take a look at the wide range of products Finolex has to offer.
Finolex manufactures pipes both agri and non-agri. The pipes are well protected in casings. Agri pipes are 20 mm to 400 mm. The variants of the pipes are as follows: borewell pipes, plumbing pipes, column pipes, solvent cement, SWR pipes and fittings, ASTM pipes and fittings, CPVC pipes and fittings. 70% of their products are for the agri segment and rest 30% are products for other segments. The pipe sizes vary from 2.5, 4, 6, 8 and 10 inches, and they are tested with 4 times more pressure than regular. Post that, the product goes into manufacturing and then shifted to go downs.
So Mr. Chhabria, GST is finally happening. How will it impact your business?
GST we will really understand once it really rolls out, but what the macro look is that with GST a lot of invisible things will become easier and faster and would save money. For example, all the paperwork. A lot of the paperwork will go away.
Okay.
Now it's not visible, but it takes care of a lot of headaches, so to say. So people on the ground can also work faster. At the end of the day, if I can deliver goods even like half a day faster to my customer, I am happier. Maybe it does not translate directly into money saving, but to be able to reach to my customer faster is anytime better than anything else.
We'll move on to the next question. What are the challenges of making goods in India? We all know that Make in India is a very rosy picture, but can you give us the challenges that you faced with your sector in terms of making goods in India?
Challenges are there, but really speaking, I don't think there's any country in the world which will not have challenges, something or the other. So I don't look at them as challenges, I just look at it as fun. It's there, it's fun.
Alright, so you have a very go-getter attitude to it.
Yeah, that's how we are, all of us.
With technology changing rapidly, can you share with us some of the best technology that you have integrated in your company and how is it helping your business?
one of the easiest things which I can tell you about technology is, WhatsApp. So we have a big WhatsApp group which is within Finolex, and we are communicating with each other. So I keep getting WhatsApp throughout the day, sometimes at 12 o'clock at night, sometimes at 5 in the morning. And as soon as I'm awake, I'm responding to them. And it's fun, it's something different. It was something which I could have never ever thought of 5 years ago, that what technology can do. And it's a brilliant medium of communication, and I recommend everybody should be on like a WhatsApp group within the factory, within their offices, so that you can talk across to everybody across every line.
So Mr. Chabria, Finolex actively contributes towards the social and economic development of communities in and around the plant. So can you give us an overview about the same?
There are people in our society who are less fortunate, and some of us who have got more money, let's say. My father and my mother taught us from when we were children that whatever is there is to be shared. So about 18 years ago, my wife said that why don't we make this into a formal thing. So we started our CSR program under the name of Mukulwada Foundation 18 years ago. And today she has done a brilliant job. We do not do it because of rules and regulations, because they anyways came in hardly 3 years ago. We've been doing it for 18 years. So she runs a very good English medium school in Ratnagiri called Mukulwada Vidyalaya. There are about 550 students over there, and these students come from very let's say different background, like fishermen's children, farmers' children. These children now getting English education have a brighter future. They have a chance to go out into the world and do something.
Well, that's a wonderful way of giving back to society. And while we were in Ratnagiri, we interacted with some of the school students, and here's what they said.
Finolex Industries has been doing CSR activities even before it was made mandatory. Their CSR activities are carried out under the Mukul Madhav Foundation in the area of education and health for children, vocational training for women and others. They also run an English medium school in Ratnagiri called Mukul Madhav Vidyalaya, ensuring quality education is provided to children in and around the plant.
This school has provided us many facilities, and there are many good things in our school. The school is very clean, and many things have been provided to us, such as karate, singing, drums and keyboard, which we can learn. And we are going outside to compete with other school also, and we have went to orphanage to donate the rice which we have been collected from our school.
I love my school. We are provided with karate, drums, piano, and apart from this, from English language, our managing trustee thought that we should learn some international language, so she has provided us with German. I thank Finolex Industries for providing us with this school. We want a college and a residential hostel here.
So Mr. Chabria, this government has announced a very ambitious 100 Smart Cities program. They aim to provide housing for all by 2022. Both these projects have a lot of infrastructure and real estate development involved. How will it impact your business?
I'm thankful to our government for coming out with this new program, because it opens up a brand new market. It's a brand new opportunity. It's not only good for just the pipes business, but for various other products which are associated with construction. So we have taken a focused view on this, and we have created a special cell, a team within our company, which focuses on real estate. Which focuses on real estate which is supposed to come up in these smart cities, because not each smart city is going to come up on the same day. They'll come up in different places, they'll come up at different times. Some will be faster, some will be slower. So we are focusing on each of them. The cell focuses only on that, to see where the new development is coming up, where the new market is opening up. So it's a brilliant thing, and the best thing is it will come across the country, and we are pan-India. It'll come across in the next 5 to 10 years, maybe even 15, but whatever it is a brand new market, so it's very good.
There's a lot of talk about ease of doing business ever since the new government, came into power. What do you wish in terms of policy or in terms of government aid for your sector that will help your sector to grow?
I'm not looking for any aid, but yes, ease of business, which I think will now happen because of GST, itself is the best. I mean, let GST get implemented as fast as possible, as smoothly as possible. I know it's not going to be easy for all of us to understand. So what we would need is training. I mean, I would also need to understand how really is it going to work, how will it affect my business, what are the do's and don'ts in GST, things like that. But the faster it is rolled out, the faster we are educated. There are seminars or newspaper articles or TV shows. You know, all of us understand GST. It will be the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chabria, for joining us on Inspirational Brands Make in India. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you.
So that's all we have time for on this episode of Inspirational Brands Make in India. But do join us again on the next episode as we talk to another game changer. Until then, thanks for watching and goodbye.